Hi everyone, welcome to SEOSpace, and you're watching this video because SEOSpace's plugin or dashboard has flagged that you have a risk of keyword cannibalization on your website. So in this video, I'm going to explain what keyword cannibalization is, how to tell if it's actually happening, and then walk you through how to fix it. Now, first of all, keyword cannibalization is when two or more web pages on your website are at risk of ranking and competing for the same keyword. So, to give you an example of what that actually looks like, as you can see, I've just Googled Squarespace SEO. And you can see that on page one of Google, SEO Space has two pages. Now, when it comes to SEO, you don't want to have multiple pages ranking for the same keyword because this is when keyword cannibalization occurs. When Google's looking at this web page and it's trying to decide which one should it rank for Squarespace SEO, it's going to get confused because clearly there's two pages on my website that are optimized for this keyword or Google thinks should rank for it. And when it comes to Google, you can't really have two pages rank for the same keyword. It confuses Google, and what's probably going to happen in this case is both of them aren't going to rank as high as they potentially could if there was only one page competing for this keyword. So you generally want to avoid keyword cannibalization because it will hold your website back from ranking higher for the keyword that you're having cannibalization on. Now, on our plugin, we actually have a feature that allows you to detect whether there's a risk of cannibalization. So, for example, you can see here that I've scanned our homepage for Squarespace SEO. As you can imagine, we've got a lot of pages on our website about Squarespace SEO. And maybe you're watching this video because you've got lots of pages on your website that are to do with the keyword that you've scanned this web page for. And because when you scan a web page with a keyword, we're giving specific recommendations of how to rank higher for that keyword. So this feature is purely indicating whether there's other pages on your site that also have a risk ranking for it. Now, how we determine that? We look to see whether there's any other pages on your website that have that select keyword in the H1 SEO title or SEO description. So as you can see here, these are pages on my website, and there would be pages on your website that have the keyword in the H1 SEO title or SEO description. So if you want to reduce this risk of cannibalization, you need to remove that keyword from either of those places. Now, of course, if your website's like mine and you've got loads of pages that just are naturally going to have a certain keyword on, now, one thing I'll point out is that this is purely a indicator of whether there's a risk of cannibalization. You can still get your score really, really high, even if you have this risk. As you can see, I've got 95. So it isn't necessarily something that you need to worry about. So what I'm going to show you now is how you can tell whether you've got keyword cannibalization actually happening, i.e., it's not just a risk, it's actually happening on your website, and then we'll walk you through how to fix it. Now, the two ways to tell whether you've got keyword cannibalization is first of all, taking the keyword that you've entered into the plugin, going to Google search results, Googling that keyword, and then seeing if you've got two or more web pages ranking on either page one or page two. If you've got two web pages, one may be ranking on page one, the other one on page two, or both on page one, then this is a really clear indicator that Google is confused of which page should rank for this keyword. So, for example, this is something that I'm actively working on SEOSpace's website because you can see clearly there's cannibalization. These two pages are right next to each other. And if you see this on your website, you know that you're facing the same. Another way to tell if keyword cannibalization is actually happening and it's something that you need to fix is if you head it over to Google Search Console for the website that you're scanning, you then head it over to search results. And then from there, I want you to add a filter, click on query, and then enter the keyword that you've completed the scan for and make sure it's exact query. And by doing this, this is going to show your clicks and impressions for the keyword that you've entered, the one that you're at risk of facing cannibalization for. And by doing this, if you click pages, this is showing you all the pages on your Squarespace website that are getting clicks and impressions for the query, i.e., the search term that you've filtered. And what you're essentially looking for here, you're looking to see whether you've got multiple pages on your website that are getting clicks or lots of impressions for this keyword. And as you can see in my case, I've got those two pages, the two pages that I showed you earlier, this blog post and our homepage that are getting clicks and a lot of different impressions for this keyword, i.e., People are either seeing these pages rank for this keyword and not clicking on them, or they're actually clicking on them. So this is a perfect example of keyword cannibalization. Now, as you can see, there's many other pages that are getting thousands of impressions for that keyword, which is pretty normal because I mentioned in my case, I've got so many pages about Squarespace SEO. And maybe you've got a similar case for whatever niche you're in. Maybe you're just seeing 2 pages, something like this. And again, as long as you're seeing 2 pages getting clicks and a lot of impressions for the same keyword, then this means you've got cannibalization happening. So hopefully you're still with me now. I understand that this is a relatively complex area of SEO, which is why I'm really walking you through all the different steps. But it is ultimately important because you don't want to hold yourself back from ranking. As I've already mentioned, if you want to reduce your risk of cannibalization, there's actually 2 things that you can do. First of all, what you can do is remove the keyword that you're having cannibalization for from the SEO title, H1, and SEO description of the page that you do not want to rank for that keyword, so that only the page that you really want to rank for that keyword has the keyword in the SEO title, H1, and SEO description. That may not be possible. Like in my case, I physically can't remove Squarespace SEO from the SEO title, from the SEO description, or the H1. So the other thing that you can do, you can add internal links to the page that you want to rank from the page that's competing and other pages on your website. So if I want only my homepage to rank for Squarespace SEO, and if you've got a web page on your website that you want to rank for a specific keyword, you need to add internal links from the competing page, i.e., you need to actually go on the web page and add a link from one page to the other, and you want to make the anchor text the keyword that you want to rank for. So, for example, what I would do on this blog post, I would find a place where I've got Squarespace SEO. So I would go here. I would find where I've got Squarespace SEO, for example, here, Squarespace SEO, and I would link that to my homepage to indicate to Google that, hey, Google, this is the important page. The page that I'm linking to from here is the important page. So I'd link this to my homepage to tell Google, hey, Google, this is the important page for that keyword. So there you are, guys. That is a walkthrough of what keyword cannibalization is. Hopefully, I've given you a really good example here, as this is something that I'm actively working on. So it may be a challenge you're also facing on your website. I've then also shown you how to tell whether it's actually happening and then how to fix it. However, I appreciate that this is a complex topic. So if you've got any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment below or head over to SEO Space's chat icon in the bottom right of the SEO Space dashboard. Reach out to our team and we'll be more than happy to help. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.